But if you just want to sit there and chill, whether it's a glass of wine, whether it's some or whatever, you can do that with the Chantay Savage version. And then on the Gloria Gaynor version, you can just, hustle. You can, all of that. It's perfect. On everybody, you're right on time for another ride on the Groove Line with your host Chris Stevens. Hopefully you all are doing well out there. We've reached the midpoint of the week and we're still working on doing covers on this show, comparing covers. Apparently the D-Train episode unlocked a lot of opinions and thoughts about covers and things, and I was like, okay, so we'll keep going with that. So today we are going to talk about a disco song turned 90s Quiet Storm gem. This is a dead giveaway for you true music fans out there. But if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, tap that notification bell. Be sure to do that so you can be notified of everything that drops on this channel, whether it's a short, and I'm starting to do shorts now, so you guys can get a little bit of On the Groove Line as much as you need, or you can get the whole episode, 20 minutes, or whatever we talk about it here. And, be sure to like and comment on the videos. Let us know what you think, your opinions, your thoughts, your feelings. We all talk, and I talk back in the comments, so love to hear from y'all. So not going to waste too much more time. So in the fall of 1978, actually 47 years ago to the day, October 23rd, 1978, well, just about, Gloria Gaynor released I Will Survive. I mean, not going to waste you guys' time with that. So it's so funny because, I mean, just look at the single, the vinyl that was released at that point in time. And the way that song came about, when I mentioned grassroots in the previous episode about Atlantic Star, this was truly grassroots, because the way the song eventually found a lot of ears, tons of ears, in fact, was because the lead single from Gloria Gaynor's album at the time was Substitute, and that was going to be produced by the late Freddie Perrin and Dino Ficaris. And Freddie said, okay, we'll do this lead single if we can do the B-side. See, back then, a lot of people forget that you had a single that was meant to be played for the radio, and the B-side was just like an interest of a song that might catch somebody's ear whenever they felt like flipping the vinyl over. So, and the way the story is told about how this song came to be was that Dino Ficaris had been a staff writer for Motown, and Motown said, you got to go. And he was so depressed, but he was watching a TV show, and one of the jingles and the themes that he had written was on the screen. He was like, you know what? I'm going to survive, man. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a songwriter. So he linked up with Freddie Perrin, of course, who had done stuff for Peaches and Herb. He was just about to have his biggest success with Peaches and Herb with Shake Your Groove thing later on in 1979. And they started writing songs together. Matter of fact, Dino Ficaris was part of the Shake Your Groove thing writing crew. So Gloria and her band are doing they do Substitute. They took so long to do Substitute. They only had like 35, 40 minutes to do the B-side. And Gloria said she wanted to sing a song that had feeling and emotions, and she was going through some stuff because she had fallen off the stage, messed her back up pretty bad, and had to have surgery. So she was recording this song with a back brace. Talk about playing through pain. Woo! So they give her the lyrics, and she automatically connects with it. She thinks this is a hit. So they record this song in 35 minutes. So there's a lot of freelance, musicianship, riffs and stuff going on in that song. And the song's only about 4 minutes long. So, I mean, they got a lot done in a little bit of time. So Substitute goes out, and it's okay. But a lot of club DJs are starting to vibe to I Will Survive. But, of course, they're not radio DJs. So at that point, what does their opinion matter? Radio still was like the thing. So what did Gloria Gaynor and her crew do? We going over to Studio 54. Richard Kazar, the man of all men, the dude who helped create Studio 54. Gloria slid him this and said, I think you'll like this. So goes out, plays the record, Studio 54 goes up, and then, of course, I Will Survive goes up. It becomes one of the biggest songs of the 70s, one of the biggest songs of all time, and it's probably one of those disco eulogy type records that just feels like, I remember when I talked about Patrick Adams and some of his stuff, like disco eulogy, like Good Times by Chic and Caught Up in a One Night Love Affair by Inner Life. Yeah, you can add I Will Survive to the disco eulogy list, because disco might have been going away, but the actual act of dancing and having a good time in after hours clubs was not. So that's basically what this song. I mean, the song is basically about a breakup. I mean, first I was afraid, I was petrified, never thought that I could live without you by my side. Started thinking about the nights all about how you did me wrong. Then I grew strong and I knew how to get along. So it's like this dude pretty much left Gloria Gaynor out in the cold. And she's like, you know what? I'll be fine. And then here you come. So now you're back from outer space. I should have known I'd find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed the locks. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. So she's like, I'm done with you, buddy. You can't come back. Ain't no spinning the block here. Deuces. And again, it becomes one of the biggest records of the decade, and one of those records that just is a disco legend song. It's one of the, if you had to pick 5 disco songs, I Will Survive, definitely 5 disco songs that fit what disco is or was. I Will Survive has to be among those 5, without question. So that turns out to be another hit for Gloria Gaynor, who was elected queen of the discos, even though people will argue that Donna Summer was the queen of disco. Maybe we'll have a friendly battle between Gloria Gaynor music and Donna Summer music on here. We just might. You never know. So that turns out to be disco, one of disco's last gasps for relevancy, and just letting people know that these are rock fans are racist and misogynist and homophobic, but we still gonna have a good time in these clubs. Y'all just not gonna be able to be privy to it like you were in the earlier part of the 70s. So fast forward to 1996. There is a talented singer out of Chicago named Chantay Savage. She's about to release her second studio album, and she takes a totally different approach and interpretation to this song. Like, for one, there's that lonely little piano in the beginning, and then she just starts riffing and belting, talking about, as long as I know how to love, I know and like, I can't sing. As you can tell by the many videos you guys have watched on this channel, you guys know I can't sing worth a damn. So I don't even know why I tried, but I was trying to, but you get the point, right? So this song, it's Quiet Storm. It's after hours. It's if you're going for a long drive at night and you just need to clear your head, unwind, let go of any ill feelings. Chantay Savage's version of I Will Survive will do it. And the surprise is, remember when I said that dance music never really went away? It just became EDM or house music. The producer of Chantay Savage's version of I Will Survive is the house legend himself, Steve Silk Hurley. Yes, that's Steve Silk Hurley. Jack your body, jack your body, jack your body. That's Steve Silk Hurley. Yes, him. He produced the Quiet Storm version of Chantay Savage's I Will Survive, and it turned out to be a big record for her. It hit the top 10 in R&B. It just missed the top 40 in pop. And the energy of the lyrics never changed. Like, Gloria was dancing her troubles away. Chantay was just singing and feeling her troubles away. The same thing applies. You left me for dead. You wanted to come back. You can't come back. It's that simple. And just certain songs, because I'll never forget this. Leon Silvers, when he was on Unsung, when they were doing the Silvers Unsung, he mentioned when Dr. Dre sampled If It's Misdemeanor by his younger brother Foster for If It's Funky Enough by the DOC. And he said the young minds pick up on the energy in the record, and that's why they sample it, because they could hear the energy in the records from back then. So you can imagine that, someone as talented as Chantay Savage trying to make her way in a crowded 90s R&B landscape. And, she's just trying to find her way in this new jack swing, hip hop soul era. And she turns I Will Survive into a torch song of epic proportions. It's masterful. It's legendary. I highly recommend that version of the song. I mean, both versions you can't go wrong with. I mean, if you just want to dance somebody out your life, that's fine. But if you just want to sit there and chill, whether it's a glass of wine, whether it's some or whatever, you can do that with the Chantay Savage version. And then on the Gloria Gaynor version, you can just, hustle. You can, all of that. It's perfect. It's just one of those songs. I mean, the lyricism, it just didn't change the vibe. I mean, the instrumentation might have changed, but the vibe never changed. It's a song of survival. It's a song of lifting yourself up. It's a song of getting rid of what no longer serves you. I used to tell my mother all the time, you got to remove yourself from the situation. And once you remove yourself from a situation, you forget about it. You forget about everything. And that's for the better. And I Will Survive is absolutely a song about removing yourself from any situation that has just been unfavorable to you. And whether you like to dance or whether you just like to chill, you can't go wrong with either Gloria Gaynor's version or Chantay Savage's version. So what do you guys think? Which one do you prefer? Or if there's another version of I Will Survive that you'd like to, to give props to, you can do so in the comments. And that's going to do it for this ride on the Groove Line. Greatly appreciate y'all. As always, contact information will be in the description below. Don't forget to like and comment on the videos, subscribe, tap the notification bells so you're notified of all the new videos that drop on this channel. Once again, 3 days a week, there's something new. Actually, we're getting up to 4 or 5 now. So yeah, we're basically a weekly, not a radio show, but we're a weekly music show. It's fun, right? I hope you guys are having fun. I sure am. So thank you guys for riding with me on the Groove Line. And until the next time we ride, y'all enjoy the rest of your week. May you find the groove, or may the groove find you.